Hey.
Just trying to read.
Is the camera seeing what you're reading?
I hope so.
From what I've seen it, I've never been. So this is all anecdotal.
Until here.
But from what
Okay,
I've
that's not bad.
heard and seen, it's actually like toast bread, but like just very, very white and very, very soft, almost like
Thank you.
But
I've been there, and
Where is
mostly
everybody?
in these conference hotels, which are kind of expensive hotels, so they had pretty much international breakfast, so you wouldn't.
that's
Where did everybody go?
They don't want to see you.
Fair.
they've decided.
We want to confirm
It,
something with you.
took them that long?
Luca.
Yes. Steak.
Okay.
No, the truth is that couple went to make an order and take a nap, and at 5:30 we reconvene for the actual.
And take a nap.
He's not taking
Yes.
a nap. He's working, man. He's taking a nap. He doesn't want to be embarrassed. He goes there
Sure.
to probably do some mails.
Something beeped.
Let's call it.
Something
Where-
beeped. Oh, you beeped. Okay.
beeped.
Why did you beep?
Trying to convince my camera that I'm powerful.
You're all powerful.
Well, if there's any power.
Uh,
No.
no, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good.
Yes.
So where are all the settings? I heard that you
The
were missing some data.
settings look fine.
Settings look fine. And then
Start just on the top.
there you go. Almost there. Okay.
Yes.
Synchronized.
Okay, great. How are you? Doing
I had
better?
something yesterday, last night. I was starting to brew, and
Ooh.
I figured
Oh no.
coffee Guinnesses didn't make it better.
Yeah.
And
They rarely do in the long term.
Consequences of having everything recorded.
They might in the short term, but
I just did not sleep very well.
What happened? What happened? Hey, I also didn't sleep well.
Yeah.
What happened actually? Stomach. Sick.
Old age. Yeah.
No, sick. Or,
Yeah, I think so.
you're not that old.
No, you know
You're so
what
used to it.
I'm pretty old.
You're not that old.
could have happened? You know what could have happened? I think. I also noticed we went to a pub. We came directly.
You
home to
noticed
sleep.
that you went to the pub?
Yeah, but I
Can't have been that bad
don't
then.
have
A good first.
that kind of period in between. To go to.
Let's say I was way worse than what I had at the pub yesterday dessert.
Yeah.
But the pub, you had 2 Guinnesses, or if
Yeah,
2,
two.
maybe 1.
I think 2.
Nothing. But basically.
So, old age will do this
No,
to
no,
you.
you know what?
No, but I was
we were
in some-
joking.
some bug.
Ramesh,
I hope
Ramesh
nobody
was,
else has anything.
Ramesh was mentioning it.
Yes.
Like, remember in the keynotes about Indian food, spicy food,
Right.
and if you take wine. And you and I had a discussion before.
Yeah.
Shall we have wine or not? You said
Alright.
no. Did you take wine?
I
Ramesh?
had a tiny bit of wine after.
So that's something that you should do, according to Ramesh.
What is that thing you should?
But
So then
there were
you
more
should-
wine, he
well,
says,
the people that had more wine than
Then you should have some tea.
I should have some tea.
Then we're making tea.
Yes,
Just red wine in general?
I should have some tea.
No.
Yeah,
red
toast,
wine,
actually.
He was joking
Just with butter.
More tea.
before he started measuring what happens with the body.
Uh-huh.
Björn, am I remembering his keynote right? He was saying that before he
Looks a
started
bit-
measuring what happens with
looks
the
a
body,
bit weird.
body, you know, like in the sleep and everything. He didn't notice that if he takes Indian food, especially the spicy ones, and then take, for example, a glass of tea, then he sleeps bad.
Right.
Oh, yeah, entire night, you know.
Good morning, sunshine.
How his sleep pattern was impacted totally, you know.
There might still be breakfast.
I found out how what's saying that
this
he's
thing
gonna
is-
cook at 9 and we're gonna eat at 10.
Crazy. Good morning.
And it is past 10.
We recorded
Quite a bit. So we
Don't
ate.
worry, you haven't missed the workshop. It starts at
There is
5:30.
food thing there.
Food thing there.
Control if we recorded your preference correctly. Control is
You want the steak, right?
Yes.
I really thought there are 2 eggs in the name. One of them.
So there's still egg and
Yeah, so
I thought
whatever that was.
what do you want? Steak. Yeah. Thought, but I thought it's better.
Yes, and one sausage.
Kind of like back dipping, but no back dipping.
Thing to take.
White dipping.
Well, I guess it's easy, right?
Yeah. It was really easy yesterday.
And some slightly blackened white pudding.
You know what? I didn't want anybody to feel pressured, so that's why I made a list. But we still went with the dictatorial decisions on a starter and a dessert. So this is starter.
Yeah.
Now we can start it, I
Crispy
think.
chicken Dijon
There's
spaghetti.
only a glass of orange juice, which he still hasn't drunk.
Okay.
But
Hint, hint.
yes, Stefan, orange juice.
He's not getting the hint.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Take your time. He's had this glass of orange juice standing there for like 2 hours.
That explains why this wasn't clean, because this didn't open. Oh, it's just something there that prevented that.
Thank you, Mama.
opening.
This one should go over.
No, the tap didn't open because they put some things here that prevented.
Just put it.
So in my case, I also think I went to toilet. I don't know how many times. Because,
Just check something.
It says 0.
So we also have some really wonderful weather. In other news, I could hear it banging on my window.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier. Oh, maybe we should go outside before it starts to rain, and then no. Yeah.
And it feels like this kind of
I think
horizontal rain.
we missed our chance.
Yes. So it's probably a good thing that Klaus and I went walking.
Yes.
On the first day.
You had yes.
Because
you
we
probably
actually
hit the one window where this was.
Exactly. It was only slightly wet on the way back.
Yeah. I found another mug.
Bernard, this one is yours, father.
What, the coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I put this,
Yeah. Try again.
No. You can drink coffee without even. It sounds strange, but.
Without
This
what?
was really no.
Rum cocos.
No, it's not.
It can be used as coffee augmentation.
But I didn't.
I presume it can.
Not yet.
Anything can.
Room cocos for breakfast. Does that contain some alcohol? Really?
No, I think.
No, I think they're
not alcohol.
yeah.
No, it's
Some serious levels.
I think most rum is actually alcohol free.
yeah.
Not working?
Alcohol-free light
I'm
vegan
waiting.
bacon.
Yes.
Have you unplugged it?
Oh, but I mean, this is like this. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Still, I mean,
Who
I'm
knows?
fine
Well,
with coffee.
try again.
It's a
Anything.
straw, then even that kind of small bowl.
Yeah, where's the rest of the coffee maker? I don't know.
Probably still some spirit in that. Well, I mean, nobody when you cook with things, it's hot. Just get the flavor, but this one is closed inside. Possibly a closed container. Possibly.
When you kind of taste it, you feel that
Yeah, exactly.
it's going on.
Yeah.
I think, Werner, that you are gonna like coffee. Klaus was objecting to the amount of coffee
He said it's too strong, or?
when we were pouring. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, why do you put so much?
I don't know. I like it. Yeah.
Oh my god, Stefan, why do you put in so much?" I was like, "Werner does it."
How I would do it? Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Look. Oh, it's cool. We did the coffee Werner style.
Well, you bought so much coffee, might as well use it. Oh. Yeah, but it's still rain. It looked like it might have been hail for a bit, but it's
in something and it
probably, no, it's still rain.
I think it's still rain.
without ground.
It's looking like sleet.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's starting to look a little bit white.
But when you want to say
Yeah.
that something is kind of just
So I haven't,
There would have been such a nice view if the render distance wasn't artificially
Yeah.
right.
reduced. Somebody's saving memory out there.
bottomless
Right.
hole.
You don't need to see that far.
Let's simply modify this picture
Nothing to see there.
to a few
Yeah.
blotches of
Yeah,
vague color
yeah. Memory is expensive.
compression.
Yeah.
No, no, it's quite a nice view.
So no playing ball in the garden then.
Is the forecast the same as tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Right.
We have a ball. We specifically got the ball
Oh, to go outside?
to play with outside.
Okay.
I don't think that's happening.
It's
Also, I'm not sure if it was ever inflated.
not. Right.
It came uninflated. Apparently that wasn't planned.
Yeah.
So
So as full of hot air as we might be, it might be hard to get it inside the ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
This is also not the best of football fields, let's say.
yeah, but we're also not the best of football players. So
No, well, you have to speak for yourself.
I do.
Yeah. I'm not the best either, but
Yeah.
so I can speak for myself.
Yes.
Yeah. So in Iceland we have the expression of putting your boots on a shelf when you retire from football.
Okay.
And so I played like hobby in Iceland. I played in what was then the 4th division. Now would be called the 3rd division. Played 8 games I think in 2 seasons. Scored a couple of goals and
Okay.
played a little bit. And then in the US there was these intramural competitions and turned out because we were a very international department, we actually had some pretty good footballers.
Okay.
So in the first season we were playing in the B League. I think like it was like 9-on-9 or something like this, and we basically brushed everybody aside, and we won the B League. And you know, I'd be playing attack, but there was a lot of attack, so eventually the captain, who turned out to be Icelandic, he said, well, you know, we were 0-0 in the final, said, you know, well, Björn, I can't put you on attack, but why don't you play defense, which I'd never done. And you know, the second half, 20 minutes, we won 4-0. The other team got past me once, way on the other side, and then I still blocked the goal, and I set up 2 goals. So after that, I was called the Bjorn again defender.
Okay. Well.
And after that, I only played defense.
Fair enough.
But going back, you know, since then I had like 5 years of let's call it a career of intramural competitions. You know, 38,000 students, and so you know we had some fun, but
Okay.
not great.
Did it work?
And then at the end, when we were packing, you know, I had my 2 suitcases, getting ready to go. The shoes did not really fit, and they were really stinky. So I put them on a shelf, took my suitcases and walked out the door, and retired from football.
Fair enough. And they're still there.
There's, presumably either they have been thrown out or the house has been burned down.
Declared
Exactly.
declared a hazard zone
Hazard
and
zone. Exactly.
never to be entered again.
Yeah. And then I think I've kicked the ball about, aside from warming up for volleyball, I kicked the ball about two times.
Okay.
So like one time I went for an actual football exercise, and just to think, would it be nice to play with some, colleagues? And one of them kicked me so often that I decided it would not be nice.
Yeah.
I think like
they
10
probably
times,
misunderstood the assignment.
10 times in 1 hour. I was the only one he kicked. And he claimed it was because of where I am from the country, but
is there like Icelandic rivalry?
That was his best excuse. Let's say.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's like the north side versus the south side, or
like
the.
this. Yeah.
So
or the edge of nowhere versus the edge of
other
somewhere.
the other edge of nowhere.
Yeah. Anyway,
So the debate of
it was an interesting experience.
heated debates about one's favorite volcano or something.
Yeah.
How are the volcanoes doing these days? Anything interesting happening?
So actually, I haven't checked whether it's still ongoing. There was one that started.
But I mean, there was quite some activity starting before CBMI.
Yes. Then it ended just before CBMI. And then another started. So it started before I went to Greece. So, which would be about 2 weeks.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
I think. You should add. Yeah, so about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And last I checked, it was still ongoing, but I am not sure.
Okay.
So that's
But not affecting
that's the
any
10th
flight
in the
plans so
sequence
far?
No, because these are all small lava eruptions.
Okay.
Not having nothing to do with any kind of water. Generally speaking, you get problems when it's underwater
Or
glacier.
ash clouds.
Yeah, but that's more common if it's under glacier, I believe.
Okay.
And
I
quite a
wouldn't
lot of the
know.
volcanoes are that way.
So, but you're not expanding the island,
No.
right?
No. I mean, it's always expanding, right?
Yeah, sure. But I mean,
And then
in one failed swoop, there's a
gradually, getting shorter on one end and the middle is expanding. So, like in the end, it will all be the same country.
but I'm sure there's like one politician saying, "Look, we have a lot of immigration, so we're making more room for. Look at our great policy. Vote for us."
Nobody has ever been that creative.
Well,
Like the most
they're
creative,
just not trying hard enough.
most creative slogan that we had was a really old party that it was a middle party, so it used to be sort of a default vote. If you were a little bit fed off with your wing, then you would kind of migrate to them. And then their slogan was like, "Why not just vote for us?" It worked.
If you have nothing better to do.
It really worked.
Uh-huh.
They got a really good election based on the slogan.
Sure.
A few years ago.
Okay.
They got pretty decimated this time. Happily. We just had an election. Right?
Okay.
So last weekend.
Okay.
And probably the most radical change that I recall ever.
Okay. From what to what?
So it's hard to tell because we have so many political parties. But let's say Social Democrats.
Which I would argue is a good thing. You want more of them.
To an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have 63 people and now we have 6 political parties.
No, that's fine, but 6 is not that many.
There were 3 that didn't get anybody into Congress because they were too small, basically. So they were
6
below.
is not that many.
Yeah, but it's so it depends on the distribution. Basically, if I think it's really good to not have a single party in power.
Yes.
3 can be unwieldy.
But they also
the problem is
do.
If you don't think there are more than 2 actually decent parties, then you're also in trouble, right?
Well, but that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
If different people think
Sure.
different parties are
Yeah.
decent, but
No,
if you
no,
only
yeah,
have
I'm
the
with
two,
that.
then you say,
Yeah.
well, I don't like that one,
Yeah.
and I
No,
don't
no,
like that one either, but I like that one slightly less, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna vote for the other one.
I think the binary system is the worst. Yeah, I agree with you on this. Yeah, no. So I think, yeah, I think 60 is a reasonable number.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, so there's this old kind of conservative called Independent Party, which has been gradually shrinking, and they always shrink a little bit less than what people think. So they win every election because they shrink less than what was expected of them. So they've been going down in election after election, but they won all of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, sure.
Sure. That I
Relative
was explaining
to-
to my young son, it's like, you always find your point of reference. If it's the last, poll done before
Could
the
have
election,
been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse, exactly.
Nice weather.
Yes.
It's like Iceland beating, I think, Cyprus 1-0 and not being at the bottom of the of the qualification group and fans singing, "We are not the worst."
Oh, that's what we do often at Eurovision. Yeah. Being happy that the Germans are still behind us.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then
There was We finally got over that 1 year where Switzerland got 0 points across the board.
You have it in Basel, right?
Yeah, it's going to be in Basel.
And you
yes.
accepted paying for it, I read.
The city is going to pay for it,
Yes.
which is going to be interesting. I mean, I assume they're going to make it back in taxes on tourists and stuff, but
It'll cost.
yeah, but I mean it's fine because they have this big event center thing that has been being renovated for years and years and years, and it's way over budget and way behind schedule, and so now they finally have a proper forcing function. No, it needs to be done.
Right.
You make it happen.
Yes, that's a positive thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to finish the parliament story, I think basically there was a shift of like 24 people.
Out of.
So I'm like, if you add the pluses and the minuses for all the parties, it's 24 out of 63.
Okay.
So that's a fairly fair number of changes.
Okay. So over a third.
And I think the odds on favorite for the government will not include any of the old government parties.
Okay.
So one of them actually disappeared from Congress
Okay.
after 100 years of some kind of history.
Okay.
I mean, the name changes, but let's say
Okay.
left green.
Interesting. The left greens
Yes.
disappeared.
They weren't so left and they weren't so greens.
Okay.
They're still called left greens. Mostly fairly conservative.
Well, depends on what the other greens are. There's
There's no greens left.
There's not only no left greens, but no greens left.
Something is beeping. What is beeping?
Yes. Now I'm gonna. Your tea is ready, Luca?
It probably has been ready for quite a while. It's going to be strong tea. Something's beeping. Are you beeping?
No.
You're not.
In our factory.
No, it was.
Okay,
Not enough power.
not enough power.
Yeah.
It's a
Just try again. It's very annoying that it does that. Because there absolutely is enough power, but it sometimes needs more convincing. So you can just unplug this. And then,
wait a little bit, right?
yeah. Die sind sehr unzuverlässig, was das angeht. Ich weiß nicht warum.
Ja, interessant.
Es ist immer wieder sehr faszinierend. So, suchen wir es nochmal.
Mhm.
Nö.
Okay.
Was manchmal auch hilft, und ich weiß nicht warum, ist, wenn man das, kann ich das mal so, ja, wenn man den hier aussteckt und dann andersrum wieder reintut, dann sind die Kontakte sind nicht notwendigerweise komplett symmetrisch, dann manchmal ist er dann anders irgendwie. Ne, okay. Dann versuchen wir mal was ganz anderes jetzt raus ohne auszuschalten.
Okay.
Alle Permutationen durch, irgendwas hilft dann vielleicht. Es ist wirklich so bis jetzt kein Muster erkennbar, wie, wo, wann das. Es passiert auch hier deutlich öfter als in den Tests.
Komischerweise. Okay. Das tun wir jetzt vielleicht einstecken.
Klar. Das wieder. So. Hallo? Mal das nicht an, okay.
Na?
Ja, und los. Bevor es sich anders überlegt.
Dankeschön.
You have an idea of the air top? Yeah, that's what that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So
I think one of the maybe my student is submitted almost a year. I think.
I know it's almost done, and this is now with a. I have now an accepted search reviewer who I know will complete it.
I don't know.
So expect.
Hi.
Hello.
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 I guess
Where have you been?
Ordering foods.
Ordering foods.
Apparently steaks are now in season.
What?
Steaks are always in season.
That's all.
We have ordered chicken goujons for 11 for starters. Because Ali wants them. We have ordered goujons.
What is what?
Breaded chicken deep fried. Very healthy. Then we have ordered 11 steaks. They're cooking style to be decided tomorrow at 7:30. Then we have ordered 11 apple pies. We may have picked that up wrongly, but I don't think we did. We each get an apple pie. Which you can probably get for the same price in the stores if you want. The souvenir salmon is going to be tomorrow, or Friday earlier. Tomorrow is salmon day, right? Yeah, it's Thursday.
Wait, what did you just say? Salmon Day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Apparently we identify the days based on the foods we're
Hot
eating.
day,
Today
day,
is chicken
summer
curry
day.
day and shacking, lacking, walking, bed, rushing.
Not even close. Not even close.
That's correct.
Deteriorating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not even trying at this point.
Oh yeah.
It is European style coffee.
It's I didn't do it, but I approve it.
There's so much coffee in there.
Yes, you bought so much coffee. It needs to be used.
You can always water it.
Or
But
make
you
fresh
can't make
coffee.
it stronger.
Fresh coffee.
Anyone coffee?
Last chance, I'm going to make new coffee.
No, make a new one.
Or you can just fill up this jug with water and then
Nice. Still be having drinking coffee.
have the kind of coffee you would usually drink. There's also tea, and the tea is also very strong.
You know, in Ireland we use one tea bag per teapot. Here I saw definitely there were 3 tea bags used
Yes.
per teapot.
Yes.
What they got?
Also, they were in there way too long because we kind of forgot about them.
Oh, so it was stewed tea.
It's a proper tea.
It's like highly energetic tea.
The stuff they build roads out of.
they what?
Build roads out of.
Roads?
Look at this Galway weather.
Yay!
Galway weather.
Which one probably we have a chance on Saturday that we're in Dublin by the time it gets really bad here.
Are we gonna drive to the salmon factory and the walk tomorrow?
We're going to drive to the salmon factory and walk to the pub.
Is this weather?
It's soft.
How? What?
Sunny day. See, Alman's playing music of the weather. Have you ever seen the rain?
Yes.
Yes, it's right there.
Right.
Coming down on a sunny day. I think it's almost right.
Well, I'm sure it's sunny somewhere.
I want to know, have you ever seen the rain?
So bad.
Okay, which coffee?
So we're gonna release the soundtrack separately.
We haven't tried any of those two.
This is the one I don't drink.
Okay.
That can be that's all the music that was put.
The other one is gone.
That's easy, it's just her stream. Everything else does not qualify as music.
Have you ever seen the rain?
I want to know.
There's scissors. Somewhere. Check that.
Wow, the pizza's tiny.
Well, except of all the leftovers that are just sitting out there, unrefrigerated.
The sausages may not last till tomorrow. Somebody wants to do a toast.
Are you winning?
No, I'm just practicing.
You're practicing
Yeah.
against the AI.
I'm not even sure if there's a second player, but
You're not even sure if there's a second player, so you win by default.
I'm just practicing. It was a victory overlay in the beginning. I don't know why. Maybe the other player resigned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Klaus, what are you playing?
StarCraft 2.
Oh.
But,
I mean,
but you
you do realize there has to be a second player somewhere.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, but
There,
maybe he gave
not necessarily.
Oh, are you playing campaign?
There might have been a second player at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
When you realise there was a camera on him.
2 cameras.
That's not how this
3
game
cameras,
works.
4 cameras.
What is this?
Oh,
What do you mean?
there are 4 cameras. Nothing.
It actually
No,
looks
no,
very-
that's fine.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
What game is this?
StarCraft 2.
Ah,
Yeah.
Does StarCraft 2 have local multiplayer?
No. It's online multiplayer.
But does it support local? It does support local multiplayer. It does support local multiplayer.
Yeah, it does support. Yeah.
But just it was windy. It started getting.
You want to play?
How long does it take to download?
Not that long.
Yeah, it would be interesting. You could play against.
Oh look, Björn is doing an art.
10 years.
Is that the name of the song or you don't remember?
I'm not sure it deserves that title, but something.
An art?
no.
Louder.
I'll just press that grate.
Do the clock. Okay, 5 giây nữa. Em sẽ vô giây rồi.
10 giây nè.
Ủa, tùy 10 giây.
It's nice and cozy though. To be sitting in here reading a book.
But this is the storm.
Me too. I thought it was
And they said on Monday this was going to be a storm of connection.
It must have been a very boring decade then.
Minus 13
Minus 13 what?
degrees.
Celsius.
Yes.
What?
In Dublin, it's gonna be like
But
the
we had
nightmare.
plus 12 yesterday, right?
Minus 13 degrees and a storm like this. So basically you get cold water whipped in your face that freezes instantly.
Yes. That's why
Good fun.
Yeah, the forecast is still stormy until Saturday. And it's 100%.
So we have the album, we have the art gallery. Hey, who are really productive.
14 degrees today, 30 tomorrow. So,
So there's that picture over there is really quite nice. It's not signed, that's
By whom is it?
I don't know because it's not signed.
Ah,
But we could
so
probably look up that.
we will never know. Artist unknown. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're saying that reading, yes.
But I guess that can be.
we just get a leftover.
Okay, but that looks nice.
Secondhand reading. I feel so watched. And the cameras. Now you all know how long I take to read
There
one
was that one
page.
back. You have to ignore this one.
You know, yesterday when I was reading, it was impossible to read.
Yes, I can make a tall one.
He was laughing, playing some game.
Oh yeah, very loud behind you. Yeah.
That's still.
That's why I have the fairy tales and stuff. I know everything already.
I've got two reading keep falling on my head. Okay, a reminder, everybody has done some cooking. Yes. Everybody has done some cleaning.
Yes.
I hope so. Has everybody done the reading experiment?
Yes.
No.
Not everybody.
Who hasn't?
And you have to read out loud.
No.
That's the next one. Read a book, read aloud. Christmas tree is done.
Ooh,
Has
and
everybody
it's
made
properly
noise on
it's
the guitar?
Signed. As art should be.
it's a
Who has done laundry and who wants to do laundry?
But this one is just so much better. That's really
Who
nice.
has played the wooden block tower game?
Me, I played it. I played
Well, how do you play it? I mean, I build a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
All
No,
right.
no. My friends
without
played
That's-
The real one. The real one. Okay, somebody play with Bjorn.
So
I played
that's
it
the way
once.
you stack things up and then you have to pull out.
Yeah. I like
This
it.
one
I
will
like
be
it.
really challenging because the blocks are really different.
yes.
And the more they fall down, the more they actually fall.
The cheaper the blocks, the more interesting the game.
Yes.
Okay.
So I played it once. Do I play it again
Done reading.
or not?
I would,
But we
I
can
would play with somebody.
we can play the double stacked version, the extra high version.
The reading task anyway.
All right.
It's just good for you to do.
Let's.
Okay, yeah.
Cards. Everybody's played a game of cards,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Of some sort. Proper poker. Yes. Has everybody played Buckaroo?
Yes.
What is that?
Obviously not.
This one.
Buckaroo. Everybody played proper poker?
No.
I lost that poker. I guess that counts.
Yes. Connect 4. Has anybody managed to beat on and on playing Connect 4?
Once.
Yes, once.
Has everybody played darts? Short and long game? Everyone. Chess or equivalent?
is if you stand by the wall there and then you
Yes.
Has everybody done some drawing on the paper?
No.
Drawing. Yes, we have drawn. We have lots of drawing pens. Yes. Has everybody managed to do some writing? Writing.
Writing. I didn't know that one.
I actually did a few writings.
Shopping list.
Creative writing.
That's writing.
Paper
Yes,
airplane.
it is.
Everybody paper airplane. Origami something. Has everybody taken part in the happy quiz?
Oh, I
Of
did.
sorts.
Oh, happy quiz.
Part of a team, let's say.
Yes.
I still need to do some research.
And Uno card game.
Played
Yeah.
one, yes.
Fine, we're almost there.
I that Buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
Yeah, Buckaroo, yeah.
Buckaroo's in here. I'll show you while the coffee's still making.
Yeah.
Come on, where are you going?
Go on. Here.
Oh, the Buckaroo's in here.
I'm drawing. I don't know what.
Get that. Yeah, maybe we should put it up.
Not touch the game.
Oh my god.
Yesterday we screwed something.
Is that a way?
Okay, now one at a time, take them off and keep going until somebody
So
messes
it's your
up.
turn then.
Perfect. Oh man, jeez, you make me.
We do have glue, right?
We have glue for.
You should
Yeah.
need glue for origami, right?
No, I said you will need some glue.
Sorry?
Yeah, you will need some glue.
No.
So you go all the way down to the saddle,
That's
or
not
Yeah,
officially
you saddle
sanctioned
off and then go
origami.
again.
So, what's Bokaru?
This
Yeah.
is Buckaroo.
you are looking
Now,
at it.
The fact that you managed to get them all on means you have to start playing a speed game.
All right.
Bang, 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 bang.
Okay.
Let's count
Come on,
to three.
come on,
One,
come on,
two,
come on,
three.
come on, come on. Too slow, too slow, too slow. What the hell? Oh no, come on, faster, faster, faster. That's a disgrace, you're a disgrace. Game of Buckaroo.
Well, what is this game? What is
One,
that?
two,
Come on,
three.
come on, come on, come on.
Two, one.
Come on.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
off,
Too easy.
off,
Is
off,
this a
off.
joke or a real?
No, no.
Yes, that one was good.
Carl is going to be
Wait
a
a second.
great coach. You're a
Alright,
disgrace.
You're a
Yeah.
disgrace to the game of Buckaroo.
I think there's something wrong with the horse.
Yes.
Time-honored tradition of Buckaroo.
What's the point?
Yeah.
The horse got stuck.
What's
Yeah.
the point of the game? I don't understand.
It's
The last one to put something on before it locks.
No, okay, that wasn't actually set up properly.
And how long does it take to spring?
It's immediate.
Okay.
Okay, now it's going to work faster.
Alright,
But it
okay.
has to be a fast game.
Right.
But you don't have it in English.
Okay.
So they have some matches they translated, but then the original version is
Not in English.
It was only in Japanese. And somehow they make some matches so you have English.
What's the point?
What's the point?
All the things
It's like with a tower float,
played in
right?
Vietnamese somehow.
It's like with a tower float.
Some crazy
Exactly
fan,
what
he
you're talking.
went back to the
The last person to
ASM
put something on that costs to
things and he made new fonts and everything.
And how is it made? You have to balance something? or-
There's a spring in there, and basically.
At a certain point,
It's
Go.
abstract interpretation.
it's not a horse, it's an ass.
It's an ass.
So,
Right.
Come on, faster, faster, faster.
but it's way too stable.
It's too stable.
Too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe children are less careful.
But I mean, then maybe we can just as well. I mean, you have the Mikado over there.
Block tower game.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I need to play this one. I didn't play.
Now you have look. There's a Mikado over there, which is essentially the
Oh.
old school version of this.
Oh, Mikado, I'm gonna do that one.
But we need a
Yeah, I don't
bigger
know.
space.
Yeah, over there
Alright.
in the other room.
How do you play it?
There's a house game.
I don't know where it comes from.
Why would we do it here? Do it here. You
No,
know what? I think
here
it's
is better.
to play
Here is
this one
better.
There, because this one can break the glass, and we play Mikado here.
Yes, but here is better.
For Mikado? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
What's Mikado?
You'll see.
Teach me, I don't know how to play this.
So basically, it's very simple. There is a stack of these sticks.
Yes.
We throw them like this, like when you cook spaghetti. They go all around, and then you have to pull them one by one, person by person, without moving anything.
Okay.
Which is very
You're only allowed to touch the one
the one that you are pulling
one
out.
at a time.
Okay. It's an amazing game.
It's a good game.
So similar to what we were playing. How do we call it? Wooden tower game.
Yes.
Wooden block tower game.
I think I'm gonna take this for myself.
Needs a fairly clean surface.
Bjorn knows that my knees are a bit fucked up business.
Yes.
I broke it once at a training and he was repeating for an hour. Don't play! Don't play!
Please stop.
And I think I just
There you go.
didn't want to stop. So managed to break a bone, managed to break cartilage, managed to break meniscus, managed
How did we used to do this? Like this?
Yes. You know when you get
Yeah,
sports
maybe a
injuries
bit
when you're
more
young
twisty.
and you think you can recover from everything, and this
Possibly.
is the one that I'll probably never manage to solve.
Wow.
It has the instruction, like the point of each.
Oh my god, man. Let me do something. This guy did. At least I thought I know. Still working on the surface.
Do you have any sandpaper? What?
One
You get one for free?
One went still.
I still don't.
I don't know the rule. Please go first and then we learn.
Yes, okay. So then just remove.
But
Okay,
you know what's
get one
this
without
Mikado is
touching
somehow
on
small.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normal Mikado is like a bit
It's a
bigger
little
sticks.
bit bigger.
Okay, keep going. So seven.
And they're different colors. So
Yes, there's a mechanism by
blue
which.
spiral
That one
is at the
uh,
20. Here, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blue, red, blue. That's 10. Blue, red, blue.
Yeah.
That's 10. Red, blue, red, blue, red. Red,
This
blue,
one?
yeah. That's 5 points. Red, yellow, blue. That's 3. And then red, blue is 2.
Oh my god, this is like complicated.
This is 2. Yeah.
So you just pick
There
up a
used to
stick.
be only 2 types, the expensive one and cheap ones.
Yes.
No, but isn't it you're allowed to take as long as you're not touching another one?
Yeah, totally.
As long as it's not moving another one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he took it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who have the highest score win.
Yeah, but then. No, but I'll take this back, and then it's your you.
No,
you took one, and it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
So
oh,
it's still
yeah.
your turn.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Milk and sugar.
Nothing.
When you
Alright.
open your fridge,
This is 2. I forgot this one.
you try to pick up the sticks one by one with your fingers.
Yes.
Minutes. No, man. What are you doing? Björn,
What? No.
Huh.
we take one by one.
No.
Okay.
We take one
You
by
don't take all.
one till somebody makes an error.
Okay.
And,
I think
makes
that's
an error and
a
moves
better
it.
version.
Yeah. One by one, because one person then cleans everything. The first one that plays. Björn,
Yeah.
one by one till somebody makes an error and moves it or something.